It's your boy, Ben Israel, the People's Champ, back with another YouTube live stream. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, you Negroes. Shout out to my trolls. I hope everybody is doing well this evening. It is October 27th, 2025. This year is winding down, y'all. We going fast. Make sure you hit your like button, your subscribe button, smash the bell, share it to your socials, hit the Cash App, hit the Bitcoin, send me $2 on the Pure League T Fund. And we're going to get into this, y'all. Make sure you want to be here. If you don't want to be here, move around. There's plenty of places to be out here in these YouTube streets. Shout out to Love Dorsey. You do want to be here. Check in with the chat. Let everybody know you here. If you are a content creator, please drop your link to your channel so we can spread the love. Make sure my mods, as y'all come in the door, y'all make sure y'all spread y'all channel names and all that good stuff. Make sure we acknowledge TJ when he gets here. If he ever gets here, he's been slack lately. I need to call him up. Make sure he all right. But and make sure y'all go over to the Through the Fire podcast and support his channel. Just let him know the champ sent you. Let him know V Ben Israel sent you. Y'all come from someplace. Y'all ain't just out here by yourself. You home over here. You come from someplace. Mind your manners when you go places. Let them know where you come from. That's what my grandmama used to say anyway, before we went out the door. Had our little social events and you go to roller skating rink or wherever you're going, grandma always had to give you the speech. Yeah, baby. But yeah, man. So make sure y'all do that. I am the day walker, the dark knight. I am the Shogun of Charlotte. The ladies call me the Cookie Monster. Better believe it too. Right? They also call me Pumpkin Escobar. I am the Heisenberg of this ish. Right? But simply put, I am the host of the People's Podcast, V Ben Israel, the People's Champ. They call me the champ because I say the things you can't say. I say them for you. So you won't get in trouble. Blame me. Say, man, Izzy said it. I didn't say it. Izzy said it. Blame me. I'll take all that smoke for you. Please believe it. I am no stranger to smoke. I've been smoking all my life. I ain't got no problem with smoke. Anybody want to bring it can bring it. I don't back down. Trust and believe. But we ain't got to go there. We're gonna have a good show tonight. This is a pop-up show, a freestyle session. Y'all know how I tend to do. You know what I mean? I had my Taco Tuesday tonight on Monday. I'm off the chain tonight. We're gonna talk that ish tonight. We're not gonna bullshit each other. We're not gonna play games with each other. So if you don't like the raw, you're in the wrong place. I'm gonna let you know now. We gonna talk. I might hurt some feelings. So I'm gonna let you know now, fellas. Y'all niggas get sensitive, man. Not tonight. Ain't having it tonight. Ladies, if you get sensitive, this may not be the channel for you. You know what I mean? I mean, just letting you know now, your coochie might get wet. I'm letting you know, hey, Don't be ashamed of that. That's good. That's a good thing. I keep peeking up because I can't see. I'm partially blind. So I and the light, that's why I got my shades on. The light bothering me. So the shades help though, believe it or not. They help a lot. Um, I see better with my shades on doing this than my regular glasses or without my glasses. But, yeah, man. Glad y'all here, man. Glad y'all are here. And if you're watching on the replay, you the replay team, please hit the chat. Put a little RT in the chat. Let me know you came through. I be seeing the messages. I know y'all coming through. Just it don't take but a second to hit type RT. Just let me know you're here. But see, some of y'all be shadow watching me or ghost watching me, and whatever it is y'all do. You don't want me to know you watching me. Man, come on, man. We can't get past that. We can't get past that. I still got trolls. Where Franklin at? Shout out to Franklin, my number one troll. He still think I'm chasing Lena, and I ain't talked to Lena in years. Now, Lena got my number now. Number ain't changed. So, well, that's Franklin's issue. But Lena ever come to Charlotte, I'm letting you know. She gonna meet the Cookie Monster. She come down here. She getting that. She getting the Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster gonna tear that up, boy. Please believe. Please believe. Lena fine ass. A lot of y'all dudes don't know what fine is. Man. Y'all can't see past certain things, and y'all got a narrow view of what fine is. Girl, fine, man. And I noticed it the first day I saw it. I said, damn. Because I had heard her talk, but I had never seen her picture out. Seen her picture, I was like, shit, she fine. She chunky. Hey, chunky ain't a problem for your boy, though. You know what I mean? The Heisenberg at his age. Chunky ain't no problem. The fuck we talking about? What we talking about? Shout out to Smoking Talk. What we talking about? That's where I get that from. But anyway, yeah, man, I hope y'all, start the week off strong. We about to be into the third day of this week. Just make sure you're being productive. That's why, well, I'll talk about that. But we got a lot of people out here who are unproductive and then they're kind of surprised by things that happen to them in their lives. But it's a result of them being unproductive, and that's their own fault. Nobody stopped them. And of course, they're going to blame racism and the white man and systemic this and all, go back to Africa with Dr. Umar and all that bullshit. But when you get down to the root cause analysis, right? It's them being unproductive or as productive as they can be. They just not taking that. They ain't got the kick. Like, if you had, those of you who ran track or familiar with track and field, you got a kick, meaning you got like an extra gear when you're tired and you thinking you've given it all you've given and all you got that extra gear that kicks in. Basketball players, you know what I'm talking about, when you running them suicides and you got to push yourself that extra, to get to the field goal line. You got to push yourself a little bit extra to make it through all the suicides, right? That's the kick. And we should have that as adults in real life. You tired. You at 40 hours, but hey, you got to get these another 10. You got to get that kick and put it in gear. Or you got to, did your 40 hours and it's Saturday, you want to relax, but your kids need things done. your man needs you to tickle his balls or whatever. You know, you gotta have that chick. Or man, you gotta y'all gotta tickle some titties too. You know, you gotta do your job too, fellas. However your girl like it. It's Saturday. It's her. She been waiting all week for you to choke the shit out of her or something. You know, pull her hair a little bit and smack her on her ass when she walking by. Yes, y'all gotta do the extra shit. You gotta have a kick, right? Hey, it's Monday Night Raw. Y'all get it. And I ain't holding back. I'm not filtering my shit tonight. I'm doing it. Let's see. Do I have somebody coming in? Who it is? Let's see if I can see. All right, we got Harmonize in here. I believe that's Harmonize. Of course, she greets her with her signature. Hey, y'all. I don't even think she needs to say it no more. We just hear it in our ears. Now, if y'all familiar, make sure y'all subscribe to our channel. Please drop a link in the chat so people can subscribe to you. Wait a minute. Is that Through the Fire podcast? Oh, shit. Y'all, we got TJ in the house. Didn't I just tell y'all he was coming? I told y'all he was coming. Y'all don't be believing me, man. I told you he was coming. He here. He is here. Make sure y'all subscribe to Through the Fire podcast. Yes. Yes, I told you. Why y'all didn't believe me? Oh, yeah, it's Monday Night Raw. Everybody know what time it is. I ain't did one in a while. Know what I mean? Know what it is. But we're going to talk about some things tonight, especially with this government shutdown and not so much the politics of it. It's how I'm seeing us react to it. I'm watching the news early this morning, and I see all of these government workers lined up in the food bank lines. I said, the fuck? And most of them was us, you know what I mean? Right? Wait a minute, all of the sister girls that was super strong, they the smartest of the smart, they got all these student loans, they work for the government, they don't need no man, they the baddies, and they make six figures. But, damn, oh, okay. I'm looking at my buttons. I thought I spilled something on me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was taco meat. I'm like, damn, I ain't eat shit. But anyway, they in the food bank lines, the sister girls. Wait a minute, you can't make it 3 weeks? You make six figures. You all of that shit that we've been hearing y'all talk all our lives, y'all the best of the best and all of that, don't need no man, then you can't make it 3 weeks. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, ladies? Sister girls. That's what I call that. Them type of women. It ain't all women, but those type of women. Y'all know what I mean. The sister girls. Right? The B-dubs. Shout out to Angry Man. The B-dubs. Right? They out here selling pussy and standing in the food bank line while they make six figures. How the fuck? I'm probably gonna get strike. I'm cussing tonight. It's Monday Night Raw YouTube. Y'all have to give me some leeway. Hillary Clinton, please allow me some leeway. Don't block me and shut me down and put me in YouTube jail like you did before. Hell, I ain't been on Facebook in 3 years because of you. But anyway, what the fuck? See, it takes economic collapses or paradigm shifts or glitches in the matrix or whatever you want to call it for us to start or a lot of us, to start seeing things. Even though your boy been telling you this shit for years. Y'all don't remember when I did that show about 2 years ago on homelessness and the rise in black women, and they were the number one largest group of evictions and all of that? What did I say? I said the same shit back then. And the way I know other content creators be watching me but not giving me no credit, because after I did that show and since I've done that show, I've seen other content creators try to spin off on the same shit, and I never heard nobody talk about it before me. But whatever, it's all good. Great minds think alike, I guess. Whatever. But I be, I might say, but I'm watching the news and like I had to rewind that shit. I'm like, wait a minute, I had to grab my damn remote. It works great for YouTube, by the way. So I had to grab my damn remote and wind that shit. I'm like, wait the hell a minute. What can I just? Because they kind of flashed it, and I wasn't paying attention. I was still half asleep and trying to get going, and I said, wait the hell a minute. What can I just hear and see? Like, didn't I tell y'all this shit was coming? But y'all don't need no man. Did I tell you two is better than one always? That's what the scriptures tell us. Two is always better than one. I ain't seen not one black man in that line. Not one. Not even a little twinkle toe black man. I ain't seen nobody. No black man was in that line. It was none but black woman and white woman in that damn line. But it's kind of urgent. They keep making me think I got something on me. I mean, keep wanting to do that. I love these thermal shirts, but when I bought this one, I didn't realize it had the buttons. I don't like the one with buttons. I need the one. Somebody send me an Amazon link to thermal shirts without the buttons, please. I can get you some more thermal shirts. And I just sent clothes off to be washed. They picked them up earlier, so this is the only thermal shirt I got tonight. But hey, whatever. That's the way it rolls. So when you're disabled like me, you get everything delivered and picked up, and I love that shit personally, to be honest with you. I've been doing it for some years. I get my groceries delivered at Amazon. I want it Uber Eats, and I got a Poplin from a laundry, and I love delivery. Everything is going that way. That's another prediction I made. I told y'all, and more companies are jumping on with Uber. By the way, this is a sidebar. Y'all know I do sidebars a lot, but I saw a Dollar Tree and Dollar General, Family Dollar, and I think I saw Lowe's on Uber Eats, and I love that shit. I told you that this economy is becoming two things: becoming a gig economy, and it's becoming a monetized economy. Women are being monetized. And guess what, ladies? Men don't have a problem. Not at all. So them chicks that were standing in the damn food bank line, they ain't selling enough pussy. That's that simple as that. You ain't sucking enough dick. That's what Cat Williams tried to tell you. I've been told y'all that. I told y'all that like 5 years ago. I remember when Cat Williams was in Atlanta. He told you, however much dick you're sucking, boo boo, suck twice as much. Right? That's my Cat Williams impersonation. I know it sucks, but that's what he said, right? Or am I lying? Check my comments. Monday Night Raw. What did he say? Hold on. Fucking little dollar sign is in the way. I can't see that shit, dude. Oh, shit. It say Monday Night Raw or something. I can't see it. Thank you. I appreciate y'all contributing to the chat. Who else is here? The Harmonize and TJ. Your mama is a hoe. I hope he got that shit trademarked. I love it. Put that shit on a t-shirt. God damn it. And me and TJ have similar minds. So he said that, and what did I say? Your grandmama ain't had no drawers on. Remember that dude that wanted to pull up on me because I said that? Man, you don't know my grandmama. I'll fuck you up. Nigga, I gave the nigga my address. He ain't never pull up. That was, what, 3-4 years ago when I was living in Concord, right? He ain't never pull up. Punk ass niggas always talking shit. Worry about it. Even with me being disabled, I got something for your ass. Go ahead, pull up if you want to. Trust me, I got something for you. I'm a very violent person, I'm gonna let you know. Even me being disabled, I am violent. I can go from 0 to 1,000 very quickly. And those people who know me and never seen me, and when they see me do it, they be like, what the fuck? Nigga turned into the Hulk or something. Ask Dominage. You see me blow the fuck up on somebody, and what was we at Walmart? Was that you with me with the lady who looked like a dude? She was tall as shit with a low ass haircut, and she had the voice like a dude. I was like, my bad, bro. I'm a bitch. You know, like, why you talking to me like that? Bitch, I didn't know you was a bitch. Like, I think it was me and Amina. She might have been in the back of the store while I was waiting in line, and she kind of walked up on it. I'm cussing bitch out. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't know who you was. I was just asking the motherfucker would take, wait, are you in line? Because it was kind of standing sideways, you know. Yo, bro, you in line? I'm not your bro. Deep ass voice. I'm fucking looking like you need to be in the NBA. She was tall as shit. Had to be every bit about 6'4", 6'5". I'm like, yo, somebody could pick you up. Like, you got the height. Like, you in Walmart, you supposed to be practicing. Get mad at me because I'm trying to be polite. Should have said, just move the fuck out the way. See, that's what I get for being polite. I be polite, motherfuckers be, you know, they take your kindness for weakness kind of thing. But anyway, so all of the women were standing in line. Again, they don't got no kick in their life. And they think they can do it by yourself. Two is always better than one. Especially. And I hate these fools that go, well, back in the day, we ain't had to have it like that. Yes, the hell you did. There's always been multiple income streams coming into Black households. Going back to fucking the end of slavery. Ever since, we always strove to have multiple incomes. Now, white people might not have been working in corporate America, right, which got her standing in the food line now, but she might have not had a job like that, but she was making fish plates, or she was babysitting and seamstressing and doing the seamstress stuff and, laundry and whatever. There was always multiple incomes coming into the house. Running numbers. So my grandma did all kind of shit I didn't know about till she died. She was running numbers for the Portuguese people in North. What? My other grandmother told me that shit. I'm like, she's like, yo, I miss your mama. Because my grandmother raised me. She always called her my mama. I miss your mama. I said, why? I didn't even know y'all was cool like that. Even though they lived around the corner, you know. I didn't know they was cool. I miss your grandmama. My money ain't been right since she died. I'm like, what are you talking about? You ain't know your mama ran numbers? What? I didn't know none of this shit was going on. You think I was about 30 when she told me that. So I was, I'm 30 years old before I learned this. The hell? Go ahead, Grandma. I ain't mad at you. Rest in peace, Pearl. Pearl McCain Bowen. I ain't mad at you, baby. I love you. My grandmother was smart, baby. She had a lot of gems that I would hear her sing. I gotta think back on. I'm like, damn, how did she know? At the time, I didn't hit. It didn't hit the same. Now I think back on it, I'm like, shit. How did she know? That's another conversation. But we always had multiple income streams. Always. It's only recently where this strong independent shit started to surface in our communities, so-called communities. I got it. Yeah, so I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, we always had it until recently. It wasn't no back in the day where grandpa's one bullshit ass chick was covering everything. No, it wasn't. Grandpa was picking up in his little pickup truck scrap metal and taking it to the yard, and my grandfather did all kind of shit. The bottles, he made sure, because they used to give you money back for the bottles, because sodas and stuff didn't come in plastic bottles. They came in glass bottles. And we had the little crates and stuff in the basement where you would put the bottles in, take them back to the store to get your money. We always had stuff coming in. My grandmother had a garden and grew everything. So I told y'all, I never bought a tomato at the grocery store until my grandmother was dead. All my life, when I wanted a tomato, I went to grandma. And since she was dead, I was like, oh shit. And I'm in the grocery store. I remember, I'm like, I think it was a food line or something, whatever. I was in the store and I was like, oh shit, I never did this. Never bought. I'm like, do I gotta weigh it? Or do I not weigh it? Or do they weigh it in the rest? I never had it. So it was a food line. It was a food line in Page, South Carolina. Hmm? Shout out to Page, Mudville, Wolf Pond, Coon Creek. Yeah, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Huntley Hill. Yeah, man. Ruby. Shout out to Chesterfield. Shout out to Chocolate City down in Sherrod. Yeah, man. Highway 9. Hell. Shout out to Lancaster. Huh? Yeah, man. Them little ass towns, I tell you what, them little country towns was fun as hell back in the day. I know when I first moved out here, you like, man, ain't shit to do. Oh shit. Once you get connected in, oh, it was a lot to do. It's fine ass women back there. Paisley got some finest women, boy. Yeah, man. Some finest women. So anyway, yeah, so multiple streams of income have to come into the house. So when it's only you, ladies, you're cutting off revenue streams. I tell y'all all the time, love isn't about your feeling and emotion. Love is about actions. So by you trying to be strong and independent, you're limiting yourself to only your actions. You ain't got no other actions or streams of income or potential income coming into your household because you're strong and independent. Now your ass is in the food bank line. Because see, I tell y'all all the time, What did I tell y'all the example I gave years ago? I asked a question on the panel. I said, would you rather, ladies, because I was talking to a girl, I forget who it was, but I was like, would you rather have a dude making $100,000 a year or a dude having 50,000? And of course, the lady chose the $100,000. I said, now, let me give you some context. The dude making $100,000 a year, he got student loans up to his ass, and he living paycheck to paycheck. He don't own his own house. He renting. His credit is bad, right? He's struggling to pay for the little baby Benz he got, or the little bullshit ass 2 Series BMW he got, whatever he got, you know. But the dude making $50,000 a year, he got some land, he got a couple of acres of land, he got good credit, he got a nice little portfolio going on because he ain't got no debt. His house is almost paid for, right? He got a couple of dollars in the bank. He making some investments. But y'all chose the dude making $100,000 who can't do nothing for you. Right? I said, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Please. Make it make sense. I got lemonade tonight, y'all. I made some lemonade. I didn't make the tea. I'll make the tea tomorrow. I made lemonade. That's just a lot of spicy. Got too much citrus in me. The citrus and the oxycodone mix as well. I got my own little mix here. I got some Hennessy around here somewhere, y'all. I found a company that delivers fucking liquor. Y'all done messed up now. Three Brothers or something is the name of it. Y'all could Google it. It's Three Brothers. Their prices are kind of all right. I ordered this shit. It came relatively fast. Good selection. I was pleased. Three Brothers. You know, for those of you who might be interested in getting your liquor delivered, you don't want to go to the liquor store. For me, you know, I gotta say Uber's everything. So the cost of going to the liquor store in an Uber, coming back in an Uber, buying the liquor, it was cheaper for me to order shit. It was way cheaper. Yeah, so of course, imagine she gonna drink my shit, take a big. I said, go ahead and get you a shot. She took a big ass swig off my shit. I say, what the hell? You better buy me a bottle as much as you drink. Shout out to my daughter, Leah the Don. I posted a picture of me and her. She took me out to dinner yesterday. I posted a picture of us in the community tab. Y'all, you know, if you've been to my channel before, you've heard me talk about it. I don't know if many of you posted a picture. To me, people say she looks like me a lot. I think she looks a lot like maybe. I always try to give my ex-wife props. My daughter's pretty. My ex-wife is pretty to me. That's why I was with her 20 years. Whatever. You know, I ain't mad at it. I mean, but I can acknowledge the fact that she's attractive. Maybe pretty is not the word. Attractive. Imagine it's pretty, but the mom is very attractive. Or was, especially when she was like 20, 21. Oh God, she was, and she's tall. You know, I don't know about them tall women. I don't know why they think they find me. I'm a little dude. I'm like 5'7", 5'8" in shoes. Okay. So, but there's always these tall ass women. They be 5'10" and 5'11" and shit. You know, I could just name them. I could ramble off names. I ain't gonna do that, but they all tall. I don't go looking for them. They find me. I like the little shorties too. Twisted. I got a couple of them sprinkled in there too. Chicks are, you always talk about these women. I said, bitch, I'm damn near 50 years old. What you thinking? You the only woman I've ever talked to? Fuck out of here, you sensitive ass. If you can't like I can't, I'm telling stories about my life. I can't omit the women who were in my life. Like, how do you do that? I'm sorry, the cornball niggas you was dealing with, like I tell y'all, they didn't have no experience with women. I happen to have a lot of experience with women. So yes, those stories are gonna come out. If they offend you, then so be it. I'm sorry. But over the course of 50 fucking years, I might have a couple of stories about women that's relevant to what's happening. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, these bitches are standing in the damn line, the food bank line. I'm like, hell, it ain't even November 1st. Your food stamps ain't even get cut off yet. They don't get cut off until the 1st. And they already standing. Some chick drove an hour, she said, to get to the food bank line. And when she get there, they out of food. I'm like, damn. Already, and the shit ain't even get cut off yet. That's how fucked up and out of whack these people. But they telling you they shit together. They living their best life. They going on cruises. They go on the trips in Cabo and wherever else, in Jamaica and the Caribbean. But you ain't got no food in your house. I got enough food in this house right now, to at least last me a month without me going to the grocery store or ordering food. My daughter came down here and looked at my cabinet. She was, no, her friend, Ari, was like, damn, Pop, why you got all of this food in here? I'm like, to me, it's normal. Like, I grew up again around my grandmothers. They both of them had pantries always stacked with food. So that is certain shit you should have in your house. A bag of potatoes, rice, beans, canned foods, shit in your freezer. I've been showing y'all on videos how to use the soup master to store your soups and different kind of foods. I'm gonna do chili soon, so y'all stay tuned to that. But I'm showing y'all and I'm teaching y'all these things for a reason. So you can take care of yourself. Like, this is a skill Black people historically had. And it's like the baby boomers fucked it all up. Them damn sociopaths, they fucked it up. Because their parents knew, but they didn't do it. And then therefore, we didn't learn. Nobody was there to teach most of us. I just started growing some shit. I'm growing some tomatoes right now. And I got some collard greens over here. And I'm going to post a video later that I made. I got a lot of shit starting to sprout in garden number 2. Not just the collard greens. So, but those are skills we used to have. We knew how to feed ourselves. In case we didn't worry about the government feeding us, we knew how to feed ourselves. Sure, no, I can't even. Let me see if I can turn this camera around and show y'all my tomato plants. Let me see it. Y'all see my tomato plants over there growing on my kitchen table? See how big they're getting? Yeah, I'm gonna have some tomatoes soon. them puppies is growing. It's my first time gardening. I'm teaching myself, you know. So I ain't got to buy tomatoes no more. And I'm going to start growing some lettuce to go along with it. I just wanted to start by trying the tomatoes, but I'm going to start growing some other things. So I have things to eat, and I ain't got to rely on the grocery store for things. It may not seem like a big thing or a big deal to some of you, but to me, I'm very proud of my tomatoes. Everybody who's come to my house is like, oh, wow, your plants are really growing. Because they remember when I started out when it was real good. And they see it now. They like, wow, especially Imagine. Because she comes here a lot or often, you know. She like, wow. And my table is junky. That's my little hydroponics lab I've made. Where I keep all of my nutrients and supplies. And I'm gonna buy a shelf to go behind that table on that wall, so I can start back using my kitchen table for what it's supposed to be used for. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, man. But that's why they in the line. They have no guidance. They had nobody to say, hey, baby, maybe you need to lay off the neighbors. Maybe you need to back off your hair and wear your natural hair for a little while, couple of months to save that money that you spending just in case you can put it away. And I tell my daughter all the time, you don't need to put your money in the savings. There are other places you can put your money to save it to keep your money moving. Money has to move. So put your money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been growing like 30, 40% a year, every year for the last few years. Y'all know this because I've been doing videos. So instead of putting your money in a savings account where you ain't growing no money, or at best you only got 3.5% interest or something, would you rather have 40% or 3.5? 40% is almost doubling your money. So even if you only start out with $100, that means next year you'll have $200. And then you can double up on that and have 400 if you want to start that way. But you should be saving a little bit more. I tell y'all about my Acorns account. I haven't posted that link, the referral link, in a while, but maybe I'll go back and put it. Get yourself Acorns. That's a good way. I mean, even if you only, I started out with like $40 a month. But if you're working, hey, you should have $100, $200 a month coming out to put away in a little rainy day fund. And Acorns invested for you. They take the guesswork out of it. I tell y'all about a Robinhood account, where you can buy stocks. And you can buy stocks on CASHAPP too, but all of the stocks aren't available on CASHAPP. But if you go over to Robinhood, you got all the stocks available. I think one of the most recent companies that I'm watching right now, I'll give y'all a stock tip. American Bitcoin Corporation. Yeah, it's cheap right now. Jump on that. That's Trump's son's company, and that's it's looking good. It's looking good. Put a couple of dollars on that. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Let me see here. I thought I had a new comment. But it's better to do that. And you got some blue chip stocks. Walmart, hell. Shit, I'm trying to think of some old companies. Comcast, IBM, you could just do research on blue chip stocks. You start small, so you're not risking a lot. Start with $10. if you ain't did it before, you're not seeking financial advice from a professional. Start slow. $10 here, $25 there. You're not risking a lot. Bitcoin, I would start with a minimum of $100. I mean, especially if you're working, I heard some dumb. If you broke, how you gonna invest? Because that's the only way not to be broke, nigga. What you gonna do? Run to the credit union who ain't never gonna do nothing for you, and you gonna give them your money so they can give other people your money and they make money off your money instead of you making money off of your money, nigga? Dumbass. It's too easy to invest in today's world. You don't have to start with a lot of money. But don't put your money in a regular ass savings account and then you end up standing in the damn handout line so somebody can give you some crackers and cheese to keep your ass from starving, even though you make six figures up there in DC. I think that's ridiculous. Cost of living is not that high in DC. It ain't New York high. So if people in New York making 100,000 can make it, why you in DC can't do it? That makes no sense to me. Now I got a cousin who lives in the DMV area. Him and his wife, and they doing well, man. They're doing what you're supposed to do. They're working together. They got together a little bit later in life, but they making it happen. They done bought a nice house with a nice pool, and oh man, they doing. I'm so happy for them. He sent me a picture of his new car this weekend. They are doing good. He's a truck driver, and he drives trucks for the post office, and she works for the federal government. But the difference between her and the chick standing in the food bank line, she got a man. They got multiple streams of income. They are working together in cooperation. Two is always better than one. That's the difference. That is the difference. Please, if you're watching, take a moment to hit the like button. I'm not asking for much. But that's a big help. Helps me get in the rhythm. Trying to get in the rhythm, yo. In the heat of the night, you know what I'm saying? Help your boy out. And you can help me out directly. My Cash App is in the description. Also, my Bitcoin is in the description. I can receive Bitcoin. So I appreciate any contributions y'all want to send it however you want to send it. Thank you. I thank you. Hell, I take money orders. If you want to send them, maybe I need to get a PO box or something. I'll take a money order. Shit. The hell we talking about? What we talking about? Shout out to Smoking Talk. Right. What's my girl name to be over there? Fine ass Lola. Ain't that her name? Ooh. Now that one, shit. Ooh. I can't be with no woman that pretty. I can't. Can't do it. I like average women. That's my preference. I tend to lean more towards average women, diamonds and rough type of women. I don't like no. Lola fine as shit, and everybody knows. Like, no shit. Lola be sitting on my face all the time. I wouldn't be able to get nothing. Shit, fine ass. I be in the kitchen cooking for all the time. Lola turn your boy into a punk, man. I can't. No, I ain't falling into that trap. Shout out to Lola. Hey, baby. Love you, Lola. And I forget a friend's name. Please forgive me. I'm getting old, baby. I don't remember everything. I got a good memory. I can't remember They go on together. And they both fine. Both of them. Both of them fine. Yeah, I can't mess with them up. Them above average women. No, 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 no. Oh, thank you. The highest I want to go is 6. I want to go to a slightly above average woman at best. I don't want to be messing with them 8s, 9s, and shit, dude. There's no such thing as a 10. But I ain't fucking with no 8s and 9s. No, thank you. That's what Lola and her friend, they up there. I do not want to be in that price range. That is out of my price range. No, thank you. I'm going to stay at the 4, 5, and 6 level. That's my price range. I know where I need to be in the store. And hell, I shop in some nice stores. I used to. Saks Fifth Avenue. But I knew what part of the store to stay in. I didn't go nowhere near with little ladies is behind the counter selling perfume and cologne. No, I don't do that. I don't go with Sephora. No. The best I will do, I will go with Macy's, JC Penney's, and I'm gonna stay in my price range. Because I like cologne too much. So I'm gonna get Macy's when they go on sale. But they like Walmart, they do the after Christmas sale. And I'm gonna catch 5 Versace Eros, little gift pack. The ones that they couldn't sell during the holidays will be on sale right after, like in January. That's when I'm going to grab. I know my price range. No, thank you. Let me tell you something, man. I love women. I treat my women very well. I, y'all, we always talking about kings and queens and shit. But you don't want to treat your woman like a queen. You want to treat her like she a peasant. But y'all on this queen shit. And Mother Earth, Goddess Earth, and good morning, queen, and all that. But you ain't gonna treat her like her. What did my homegirl say that the dude wanted to take her to show Mars instead of Outback Steakhouse? I'm like, are you shitting me? The fuck? He'd have been better off saying, hey, let's go to Golden Corral instead of Outback because they got a better variety. He didn't know how to pitch because niggas don't know how to talk, But Outback ain't that expensive. Hell, Golden Corral is $25 a person. That's 50. What you gonna spend at Outback? I'm trying to think. Maybe 60, maybe 70, maybe. But I'm thinking what, like 60 for 2 people. If you ain't getting no drinks or maybe 1 drink. Because I'm thinking the last time I took somebody to Outback, I don't really drink that much when I'm out. So I'm thinking they might have got a margarita. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking it's a little while back. I'm thinking they might have got a margarita with the dinner. Maybe $60. We talk about Olive Garden price. That's about what I spent in August when me and Miss Tasty Cakes, before she left, we went to Golden Corral. Olive Garden, OG. And it was about $60. Right? I don't remember spending, I'm sure I can look it up, but I don't remember spending no more than that. But y'all trying to spend Burger King and Taco Bell money. Talk about show bars. Like, what? First of all, show bars ain't really that cheap. But if you at show bars, spending another $10 or $20, what? That's going to break you, bruh? Then you don't need to be dating. Or you're dating a woman that's out of your price range. Whereas You can't treat her like a queen. And this particular woman, she like to go out 2 or 3 times a week. So I know you can't keep up. You're out of your price range. You got niggas driving Ubers out here so they can take a chick out to the restaurant. So they have a couple of extra dollars. What the fuck? And then when I said to her, why you ain't just pay for it yourself at that point? Because that's how I raised my daughter. And I wish Imagine was on here because I'd bring her up on here and she'll tell me what I always taught her. Always have your own money. Always have money in your pocket. So hell, the nigga, you want to go get a steak and he can't roll with you? Hey man, I'll catch up with you. And take yourself to go eat. That's what she should have did. Why settle for some shit you don't want in show Mars when you're really craving a steak? Take yourself. Is this company that good? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Stop dealing with dudes below your price range. You already, I'm not talking about your level. I hate when women say, but he ain't on my level. Fuck that level shit. Price range. Let's be specific. Let's stop using these vague terms. Let's be very specific. You dating dudes who can't hang in your price range. Your price range requires you going out multiple times a week at Olive Garden, Applebee's, Red Lobster, Outback type of restaurants. You in Charlotte, you got a Drexler's. Okay. And then you got another category of restaurant. You got, like me and Harmonize would go to, Chima Steakhouse or Brazilian Steakhouse. We like that. Steak 48 is another one. Booth Chris, McCormick and Schmitz, Capital City Grill, and some others. You got an upper class restaurant too, upper echelon. So if you can't hang with people who go to those type of places, you're out of your price range. Midnight Diner is one of my favorite spots, but that's like, I think if I go to Midnight Diner by myself, which I often do, I'm spending about $30 a dinner. If I get an appetizer, I'm assuming I'm getting an appetizer. I often don't, but sometimes I do. Like if I'm treating myself and I'm really like requiring it to be dinner, I'll get an appetizer, mozzarella sticks, salad, or both on top of my entree. Right? But we talk about the $30, $40 price range. Some people, I've invited people to come with me, they couldn't hang. I'm out of their price range. They couldn't go with me to Merck's Soulful Cafe. That's down on College in downtown Charlotte. They gotta wait to payday and once a month. Where is your money going? Because y'all not keeping your money working. You gotta have your money working. And you're spending faster than it comes in. That's not a good look. You got too much car. You got too much apartment or house. You get your nails done. Men don't give a shit about that. That's really not important. It's nice, but it ain't important. Your hair is not, how you look is only important initially. That's only an initial thing. That ain't what's going to keep it going. Your behavior is what's most important. That will land you better quality men if your behavior is better, and then you won't be standing in the food bank. I'm like, all of these people that make $100,000 a year is getting food stamps too. That's crazy to me. Or they buying food stamps because that's popular in the black community, contrary to Democratic talking points. Ain't nobody selling food stamps. Yes, the hell they are. Food stamps is always for sale. And coochie is always for sale. And the price of coochie is plummeting. You'll be surprised what $20 will get you. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised with and some of y'all, my coochie worth more than that. Okay. Your coochie, guess what? You go right on to the next one. Your coochie is the same. Now, there is good ass coochie out here. But every woman thinks she has it wrong. In my lifetime, and I know a lot of women, I've been with a lot of women. It ain't very many of them that had that unusually good coochie or great coochie, let's say that. It was just regular coochie most of the time. And I'll give credit where credit is due. Now, even though me and Miss Tasty Cakes done broke up, hey, tell you something. Why do you think I call her Miss Tasty Cake? It ain't by accident I gave her that nigga. That shit tastes just like a fucking crimpet. That's what it tastes like. A fucking crimpet. I was like, damn, the first time. Whoa, that shit surprised me. Like I ain't never had that. I remember this girl named Melissa back in the day. Well, I'm about to start telling her. I should have said that name. I ain't gonna say her last name, but Melissa, her shit tastes like cotton candy. And I don't even like cotton candy, but I learned to like it. I love that shit. Just like cotton candy. I was like, whoa, it's surprising. But that's rare. That's a rare thing. Y'all don't want me to start talking. See, y'all niggas out here, y'all ain't got stories like me. You ain't got stories like me. Y'all niggas full of it. That's what most of y'all cornballs is. And y'all talk a good game, and a lot of these women, they fall for it. And what happens, though, is at some point, you got to show and prove. You got to show and prove. Miss Tate's Cake, when she was here, she was very surprised that she always had access to money. Always. Whatever she needed. I'm like, why do you keep asking me? I done gave you a card to use in case of you needed to use it, right? I wouldn't have gave you the card if you got to check in with me for little ass shit every time. Like, just go get what you need. Because I'm treating her like a queen. Some of you ladies don't know that feeling for a man to elevate you and put you in position like that. So now you out here in the world, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, everything is taken care of when you home. The rent's paid, lights is paid. And I'm on disability. I'm poor. But I make sure things is in place. Internet is always on. Phones is always on. We eating good over here. We go where we want. Right? And she need extra shit. You need to get your hair done. Use the card. Get what you need to get. Go to the beauty supply store. Get what you need. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. If I wasn't sure, I wouldn't have put that card in your pocket. And also, I like giving my ladies a card that I don't use. And only they gonna use so I can keep up with what they doing. Some of y'all think, oh, you controlling and this and that. You damn right. I'm supposed to control the flow of shit. That's what men are supposed to do. So I'm keeping up, making sure you don't get out of control. And then you got to go stand in the food bank line. So yeah, no, you good, bro. Get what you need, man. Yeah, I'm a little hungry this morning. I'm on my way to work. I'm gonna grab some breakfast from McDonald's, baby, go ahead. Don't be calling me for that shit, waking me up. Unless you trying to bring me something, and I get the same shit every time. Burger King, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, I got my standard orders. It don't change. You know? So, hey, you ain't got to call me and ask me what I want. You know what I want. You know what? You know I want the number 2 and with a tea or orange juice if it's breakfast with orange juice. You know? Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a chicken biscuit and some the minis or whatever, and some hash browns and orange juice. Or lemonade, whichever one. Hey, either one works for me. I love Chick-fil-A lemonade. And orange juice is orange juice, no matter where you get it from, for me, for the most part. But I want my women, when they're with me, to be empowered, right? I want them to be better than they were before I got there. Even if they had a lot of shit going on. I was talking to a friend of mine tonight. And I said to her, she got a house, she got a car, she got a career. So the men you deal with should enhance the shit you already got. And I had to remind her, we had this conversation a couple of years ago. And I said to her, she had a snake in her yard. And she's scared. She's like, I don't do snakes. I'm like, yo, you want me to come? I'll come over there. I could be on my way. And I'll just come take care of that for you. And she didn't know how to handle it, because she's not used to men solving problems. And you already got everything else in place. You dealing with a nigga who can't cut grass or get a snake out your yard, or he don't know how to get the mold off the side of the house. That was another issue she was having. And I told her how simple it was to fix that. And I'm telling her tonight, like, she got a nice backyard. I'm like, she even forgot, like, we was sitting out there for like an hour one night. And I said to her that night, you should get a fire pit. And I happened to ask her tonight, did you get the fire pit? Nah, I ain't going out there. It's too cold. That's why you get the fire pit. And you ain't even got to get one with gas. I mean, it's up to you if you like the one with propane or you like the wood burning one. Even with the wood burning one, I'll throw a little charcoal in that shit underneath the wood to get the wood going. So that way when you just throw logs on it, it goes quicker, and it burns better. That's a little tip I do. But I'm like, yeah, you do that. Especially if you already got a wood burning fireplace, like you should have wood, Again, that's my grandmother always liked wood fireplaces because if the power goes out, you can cook and you got heat. And I'm kind of like, iffy on that. I had a wood burning fireplace at one point, so I'm not against it, but I'm thinking if I build a house from scratch, would I do that? Maybe. But, we can have that conversation at the appropriate time if I ever get there. But, yeah, I need a haircut, y'all. That's why I got a tat on. I need a haircut. I mean, a lot of y'all like my hair when it's curly. I mean, I used to wear like this a lot, or higher, when I was younger. The older I get, I think I'm balding and shit. So I think I like my haircuts low, but in the wintertime, I kind of go every other month for my cuts. In the wintertime when it starts to get cold, I'm a little hot, y'all. But yeah, but you should deal, ladies, you should get with a man who has something. And it may not be money. See, being a provider doesn't, y'all think it's money, him giving you money. I remember when I was with a young lady, I ain't gonna say her name, and I was paying, well, let me tell you the story. She tried to, when we first got together, she had just moved into a new apartment in a new city. And I was singing to her a lot. And she said to me, I don't want you to leave. I'm like, oh, I'll stay the whole weekend. She like, no, I want you to be here all the time. I'm like, oh, wow. So we gonna have to have that conversation, you know. And we did. But obviously she forgot it. So I ended up moving in with her. And that's the first time I ever moved in with her. And and I only did it because she just moved in. She hadn't even been there a month when I moved in with her. So anyway, I remember when it came time to pay her rent, she was short. And she was like flipping out and stressing out. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm short on the rent. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I said, see, you got that I shit all the time. It's too loud. How much you need? She told me how much. I cashed that. Done. You all right now? Oh, I ain't never had no man do that before. The men I dealt with only took from me. I ain't never had a man that helped me out. I'm living here, right? But they was living with me too. But why did you have a dude living with you who couldn't help you out? But so that's kind of how it started. I just would help out with bills. And I would typically either cash app her what she needed, or I would just pay the bill. Certain bills like light bill, cable bill, I just pay that shit. You know? So by me doing that, and of course the marriage will, you know, that happens in relationships too. So of course she flipped the script on me some 6, 7 months down the line. Now she on some you ain't helping me shit. You told me you was gonna pay half the bill. I ain't never told you that. We never had that conversation. Because I don't believe in that 50-50 shit. So I know we didn't have that conversation. What are you talking about? Like you got to imagine, you done convinced yourself of some shit that never happened. And now you're getting mad at me for this fictitious conversation that we never had. Like, what the fuck is that about? But I thought you was single, strong, all of that bad girl shit. You handled everything on your own. You just wanted me to be there, which is why I came. It wasn't about no 50-50. So I would have came. I would have stayed where I was at. I hate Concord. I would have just stayed in Charlotte. But I liked her, and I'm like, well, let me give it a shot. Let me step out of my comfort zone and try to do something, and maybe it'll work. You know, and it was good in the beginning. You know, for the most part, there was things she could improve on, but for the most part. But when she hit me with that, you told me he was going to pay 50-50. No, I didn't. No, I had been doing videos at that time, that same time, how I'm against 50-50. So I had to show her. Like, she making it seem like I ain't, I ain't paying my way. Like I'm living off of her for free, like some deadbeat. I'm like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, first of all? Second of all, I'm paying more than 50. So I had to show her. Again, that's why I had the Cash App receipts. I had the bill receipts. And when I added that shit up, I was paying like 70, 80%. Like, you should have shut the fuck up is what I told her. Now, I'm going to leave. Because I'm not appreciated. I'm paying 70. You want me to pay 50, I'm paying 70 to 80, and it ain't good enough for you. So what more can I do? Even if I do the other 20%, you still ain't going to appreciate it. So I'm just going to leave. And I did. Fuck this shit. I'm spending extra money because everything I had going on was in Charlotte. So I had to go back and forth to Charlotte for my dialysis and all of my doctors. And I had all that shit set up. That shit ain't easy to transfer over to a new city and a new county. It took me time to do that. So in the meantime, I'm going back and forth. Sometimes she would take me. A lot of time I would take Ubers. That shit wasn't cheap. But you acting like, hell, even my barbershop. Hell, my barbershop was downtown Charlotte. That now it's going to cost me extra money to go get my hair cut. Now I got to go to a new bar. You know? I'm like, I made a lot of fucking changes and sacrifices for you. And you want some bullshit? And some other bullshit that I'm not even going to bring up, but I'm like, man, fuck you. The ROI was not worth the investment. I invested a lot in her. I wasn't getting the return on my investment that I should have been getting. Because I'm treating her like a queen. She ain't treating me like I'm a king. She treating me like I'm a peasant. Like I'm a scrub bum. Fuck that shit. I don't need that shit. And then what do they always do? You cheating on me. So I told her what I was going to do. Because I told her I did this shit to my ex-wife. I put little mouse traps out there to make you think certain things. And if you go looking for these things and, you try to do some sneaky shit, you're going to find those things because I'm doing it on purpose. And what did she do? She runs right into one of the fucking mouse traps. You cheating on me with my cousin? Really? That's what you think? With one of my classmates that I've known all my life? Really? That's what you got? Okay. And then one night she tried to accuse me. Well, you wasn't even, because she had went out of town. And I always have cameras in the house. And the camera was in the living room where I normally would do my podcast. But I had switched to set up my podcast in the bedroom. So this particular night, I did my podcast from the bedroom. So she looking on the camera to see me. So her conclusion is I wasn't home. So go look at the podcast, the live stream I did from our bed, and tell me again how I wasn't home. Me and her sister, because she got his other sister that bullshit. And I told her sister, I said, look, I'm going to send you a link. And that's the link to our bed. And that's the night that she claimed I wasn't home. Why you ain't say something? I shouldn't have to say something. I shouldn't have to say nothing. I ain't explaining myself. I've already in advance told her what I was going to do. I told her exactly what I was going to do. Because my ex-wife would do that. Go through my laptop and be trying to find something in these gotcha moments. And I told you. I left that right just for you. Or I would tell one person something that I didn't tell nobody else. And if you come back and repeat it, it tells me what's going on. Right? But I'm paying 80%, 70%, some months 70, some 80 for this bullshit. And then when I start blacking the fuck out and getting ready to leave, now she wanna let me suck your dick. Let me. You should have been doing this shit. Now you want to try to act right? Nah, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Your head ain't that good. It's all right. It's average. But especially you have an average ass head, you should do it more. You can't do it less like you got the bomb ass head and that shit gonna last me the whole week or some shit. No, you the type of bitch that need to be giving me head 2 or 3 times a day. That's the shit you need to be on. Fuck you talking about? You getting your pussy ate. I'm the cookie monster, right? You getting your coochie ate. You ain't never gotta ask about that. But you ain't gonna do what you gotta do. You gonna treat me like a peasant? Nah, fuck that. You ain't worth the return ain't worth the investment. Right? Then she wanna run down to her brother and a brother, have a brother rescue her. I had like, yo, bro, we good. We don't need that. We got our bills is good. We don't need no extra money. She just need to do what she's supposed to do with the money we have. But part of the reason she don't do it, because she knows she can run to you. That's the problem. Well, that's a problem. But some of y'all right now standing in the food bank line, you got men who are trying to work with you. But y'all don't want to do what you got to do. You want him to cover his side, but you want to be able to do what you want, whatever you want, and he's supposed to just deal with it. No, men today, we ain't our fathers. We not our grandfathers. We not playing them games that them simp ass men did. We're not doing that. So we rather, like, I'm by myself right now. I'm comfortable. I'm good. I had a great time last night going out to dinner with my daughter. Fuck that. Y'all bitches don't want, oh, I'm sorry. Y'all chicks don't want to go out to dinner. Y'all don't like that life. You rather be home alone on TikTok and Facebook and trying to create this fake ass image. With you in the food bank line with your shades on. I can't tell you how many of them chicks, it wasn't even sunny out there. How many of them chicks, they had their head covered in hats, like little beanies and shit like I was wearing, and they had shades on because they shamed. Well, but you got a man who right now who's willing to jump in there and work with you and help you and create something. But you don't want to work with him. You just want him to do what you want, but you don't want to do nothing. So this leads us to the monetized dating marketplace. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Shout out to the coach. The See God Allah. Shout out to every woman's fantasy. Shout out. Coach always say, don't nobody shout him out. I shout you out all the time, Coach. Somebody let him know, tag him. Let him know I shouted him out. One of my mods, if y'all can do that, I appreciate it. Let Coach Greg, tag Coach Greg Adams. Let him know I shouted him out. Let him know that V-Ben is with the People's Champ on the People's Podcast. Recognize him as the See God Allah. Right? What are we talking about, ladies? The marriage with Coach Greg Adams. Right? Whole math, same kind of thing. Shout out to whole math. Right? Men have been saying this for years. That's the real red pill. The stuff that y'all are calling red pill ain't red pill. It's blue pill. That's the shit. Niggas want to believe whatever they want to believe. That is blue pill by definition. Red pill is the truth. Got a few of us out here spitting the game at y'all. But y'all ain't listening. And a lot of some of us got the big channels. Shout out to Anton Daniels for just crossing 1 million. Coach, Angry Man. You got some big channels, but you got a few smaller channels. I'm tiny. You got a few small channels. Dr. Tiaxon Johnson, Obsidian, and some others. What men have, but we're all saying essentially the same thing in our different, unique ways. But it's the same thing. Your behavior is the most important thing. Stop investing all of the money into your appearance that don't matter, especially the older you get. You're never going to be 20 again, ladies. Y'all 45, 50-year-old women, you got to get your nails done every week. You got to get your hair done. Who gives a shit at that age? You're supposed to be home baking cookies or some shit with your old ass. Granny? Will nobody give it? Oh, let me tell the story. I'm going to jump out of here. Let me tell this story. I thought somebody dropped it. I'm going to tell this one story, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Like this last cigarette, right? And it's somebody with your little smart ass. These ain't Newports. Niggas always like Newports. This ain't no Newport. Well, I burnt the shit out of this cigarette. I might need like another, so I don't burn myself. Let me be careful. Nah, I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. That's how I be burning my clothes up and shit all the time. I always be having burn marks on me. Be lighting another cigarette in the right way. Mhm. So, niggas y'all typical. You hating ass, fucking troll ass. This ain't a Newport, dummy. I don't smoke Newports. No more. That's not for years. This ain't no Newport. Dumbass. Fucking trolls. Get on my nerves. So, the story that I want to tell, I went off on a tangent and escaped my mind. I got it. This chick about my age now, so let me just give you a little context. We've known each other all our lives. So she texts me out of nowhere. It wasn't like we were texting. We hadn't texted each other all day. So, and this is like 12 o'clock at night, I think. She go, these dudes are whack. I'm like, what happened? And she go, these girls is dancing together by themselves. I'm like, I still really don't understand what you're talking about. Like, y'all do that. Y'all just think people supposed to know the context. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, so then she goes, well, I'm at the bar. I'm at this bar or lounge, whatever. And the girls is on the dance floor by themselves. And her response to that was, it's the dude's fault that the girls is dancing by themselves. Well, I don't know what you call that, but that's very, that's a perfect example of misandry. That's what that is. That's misandry. Always Jermaine's fault, right? Maybe the girls want to dance together. Maybe that's what they want to do. Y'all always telling us, yeah, y'all don't want us approaching you. Y'all don't want us holding doors. Leave y'all alone. We dusties. So men are leaving you the fuck alone. Right? First problem with this conversation. Because it's multi-layered. Right? So then, second problem is, I'm still focused on the first one. It's always Jermaine's fault. We still on that? All of these years is still everything, and it's the same thing Democrats do with Trump. No matter what's going on, some kind of way they try to tie it in to Donald Trump. A grand jury decides to indict Letitia James. Some kind of way that's Donald Trump getting revenge. A grand jury is a secret jury of your peers picked randomly. Donald Trump has nothing to do with that process. So those people, your peers in your community, look at the evidence and decide, yeah, you probably did some shit. And they decide to indict you, the majority of them. That's not Donald Trump, folks. Not Trump. It's not always Jermaine's fault. Always Trump's fault. Right? In their minds, Trump is always controlling everything and doing something nefarious or whatever, right? How the man can't do that. He 80-some years old. He ain't got the energy. He got a lot of energy, but not the shit that y'all trying to push on him. He got other people working. The government relies on other people and systems to function. That ain't Donald Trump controlling everything individually. But then on the flip side, y'all ain't say shit about Biden fucking things up. Y'all can't have it both ways. It's the same thing. So she in this bar, well, her old ass. That's the second problem. Why are you there? You're my age. You need to be home. Why are you not home? Why are you out at a bar? Because again, they live that single life. And for so long, for most of their adult life, you got women out here doing that single, I'm bad, I don't need no man shit. I'm gonna do it by myself shit. And then when their kids leave the coop, their kids grow up and now they idle. Well, as my grandfather would say, they idle. Okay? They're idle. And they fidgety. They ain't got shit to do. So the first thing you think to do is go to a bar? Why? Okay, you want to drink. Because I just wanted to drink. Okay. Get your drink, sit down, drink your drink, and shut the fuck up. Why you texting me? This bullshit. And I love her. But that's some bullshit. Trust me. I genuinely love this woman. I have nothing but love for her. Love her. She can call me right now. She got a problem. I'm gonna try to help her. Without question. Without question. That's the kind of love I got for her. You want to bind? I'm gonna try to fix your bond. You ain't even gotta give me no coochie. Now you can give me some coochie, but you ain't got to. I almost said something I shouldn't say, but whatever. Let me skip on. So I'm not just talking shit about women. This is a woman I love, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm not gonna, and she knows me. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't give a shit if she like it or not. It's the truth. It ain't about what you like. It's about what it is, and this is what it is. That was some bullshit. Why are you at the bar? Okay, she has a job that takes her to different places, different towns and cities and states. You know, she does property management and things like that, and they fly her all over. So maybe you out of town, you need a drink. Got it. Go get you a bottle of wine. Go to the ABC store. You know, every store sells, every state rather sells some liquor. You know, some states are more stricter than others on where you get it, but go get you some liquor. You would have had to get it earlier, not at 1 o'clock. The timing of this tells me a lot. You got idle, and you had to go out. That's that fidgetiness. You had a man, you should have been home getting coochie. But that's another conversation. Should have been home sucking some, like boop, boop, boop. What's that sound effect coach got? Boop, boop, boop. Should have been doing that to cure your idleness. And as Cat Williams said, make your life better. However good your life is now, you can make it better if you do that. Boop, 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 boop. Shout out to Coach Greg, right? So, so this is where me and Anton is a lot of like. Shout out to AD. I'm gonna get one of them. I'm gonna join the bad chasers because I want to have. But anyway, shout out to AD and the bad chasers. Anton Daniels of Anton Daniels. He's the real recognized brick. So we the type of men, we don't, we ain't these bitch niggas. We gonna say what it is. And the people around us, we doing what we doing to make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do what we do. Whether you want his level or you want my level, it's the same thing. And he big. He on a big time shit. He doing big things. For real. I've seen it. I've watched closely. And I ain't had too many problems with AD. Whatever problem I got would be between me and him. I would tell him directly, hey, it's the only slip up. And it wasn't even that big, you know. It's cold. But anyway, yeah, so we the type of men that make sure that our women is covered. That's the type of men we are. Whatever women, again, I ain't me and my friend that I'm talking about was involved. We ain't involved. Hell, I ain't seen her with might have been 2 years ago now. We talk all the time, but I hadn't seen her since she was in Charlotte. The company had it set up here, and she wanted to see my mom. She hadn't seen my mom in a long time, and she remembered my mom's birthday is 4th of July. And my cousins happened to have a cookout. My mom was gonna be there. I had to eat. I don't celebrate these holidays. I had to eat. So she came through. We met up down there. I needed to ride home, so it all worked out. So anyway, we had to cook out and together. That was the last time I seen her. You know what I mean? So, but I got love for her. Real, genuine love. Love her to death. Well, her faults and her good part. And she's very attractive. Very. Ooh, she got the hell of fire about her. Always, that was the first thing I liked about her. We were 16 years old. Was her body. I was like, shit. She had a body when we were 16. She had a body. Well, more developed than the other girls at 16. But she's always been developed. She taught me a lot of shit too. I learned a lot from her about myself and about women. At that age, she was able to. I always try to learn, and I was able to learn. She probably be surprised me saying that too. I told her parts of it. She taught me a lot of shit that I kept with me to this day that I still implement. Why you think they call me the Cookie Monster? Ooh, let me be quiet. But anyway, I'm like, why you out? Okay, you want to get a drink? Get your drink. Shut the fuck up, though. Why you analyzing these? I'm assuming they were younger people. Also, I don't know. I never asked, but that was my assumption. That's how I see it. See the scene unfolding. That it was a bunch of younger people down there, wherever the hell she was, Alabama or some shit. Um, one of them southern states. So maybe Florida. I don't know. Oh yeah, it was Florida. I think it was Florida. But anyway, but it wasn't like Miami or Tampa or any of that shit. Like Fort Myers or some shit. Which is very. That used to be like a retirement. She was telling me, oh no, it's a lot of younger people. I was like, I can see why. I know that area. So I can see that. You got a little bit of money? Yeah, that's a nice area to set up shop. That Fort Myers. But anyway, a lot of you women do this. And I know I was gonna the cigarette, but I'm gonna finish the story. So yeah, y'all do this. This is not an uncommon thing. I got a lot of ADs that I didn't talk about that were very similar to this. From women, older women. I'm like, y'all do the same shit. You're lonely, you're bored. That's why you want to drink at 12 o'clock on a Saturday. It's a Saturday night. We at the age where we should have gotten all of that kind of shit out of our system. Should have got it out a long time ago. You should be home with your man, your grandchildren, whatever. She ain't got no grandchildren. But whatever, I got some, she can have one of mine. But I mean, that's the shit we supposed to be doing. When my grandparents were 50, they weren't going out I can't imagine my grandmother going out to get a drink on a Saturday night. I at 50 years old. I cannot imagine. I can't do it. Can't see it. I can't even see my mother. And my mother was a bar person. Shout out to the Peppermint Lounge in Orange, New Jersey. That's where and my stepfather loved that spot. In New York, it would be all in New York. But I still can't even picture my mom doing it very many times at her when she was 50. She was 50, she was living down here. And no, actually, she was in South Carolina. My mom wasn't going to no fucking bars. Hell, can't imagine. So, but a lot of women, y'all older women, 40 up women, this is y'all behavior. Your kids are gone. You're fidgety. You're idle. You need direction. This is what you need your man for. This is why Miss Tasty Cakes left. She didn't want direction. She wanted me to enable her so she could do things and fix problems, but she don't want the structure that comes along with being under my umbrella. Okay. It ain't for you, no hard feelings. And I loved her. No hard feelings. I used to do little things for her all the time. All the time. Just, oh, she would like this. Let me get this for her. And let me do little things for her. And I just wanted her to know I was thinking about her and I wanted her to feel special and like a queen all the time. One about me trying to control her. And then I got controls. I'm in control of my realm, of my space. That's just automatic. That's going to happen whether she's here or not. So it's a matter of, do you want to be here? She even asked me when she was here this past weekend, do I want my key back? I'm like, yeah, you left. I didn't ask you to leave. And I ain't seen you in months. Why would I let you keep my key? Why would I do that? You don't want to be here. So return the key. She did. I put it on my key ring. And the magic quickly took it off my key ring because she lost her key. So that worked out. And she left. She had to come pick up some clothes and some other things. Clothes and shoes, I think. You know. But y'all get idle at, and you don't want structure. And you gonna control me or you got leverage over me. Same talking points that the Democrats have said, because they say the quiet part out loud if you're listening. Well, we gonna shut down the government because this is how we maintain leverage. And if we don't do this, we won't have any leverage and we won't get what we want. That's what the Democrats say. The lady. Because they always they always tell it. If you listen. That's what it's about. It ain't about Trump. It's about getting what they want and using whatever they can as leverage. And it happens to be the black women standing in the food bank line. That's their leverage. Republicans is like, hey, do what you got to do. We not phased by it. Y'all played this game before. We're not falling for it. That ain't got nothing to do with Trump. All of the Republicans have voted to open the government. All of them. In the House and in the Senate. It's the Democrats. And what do they do? Just the same standard playbook that modern women want to do today. They want to blame the man. It's always Jermaine's fault. Right now, Trump is Jermaine. I think that's going to be the name of my next podcast. Trump is Jermaine. It's always Jermaine's fault. Well, my friend, I'm asking her, like, why did the dudes have to be white? The dudes are giving women what they ask for, to be left alone, to be unbothered. Now you're complaining that the men ain't dancing with the women and they're dancing by themselves. That's what they ask for. That's all I got, man. That is all I got tonight. I'm giving y'all the Monday. I'm giving y'all the Raw. October 27th, 2025. I'm giving y'all the Raw. I need some cold water tonight. I got to go to the bathroom. I put my kick in. I gave y'all that extra kick, man. Some of y'all might think I'm rambling, but there's some gems in here. There's some gems in here. And I hope some of you, one or two of y'all might get it. I hope so. Some of you women gonna be offended. Some of you men gonna be offended. I don't care. Gems is in here. What did Kevin used to say? Chew the meat, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Right? Something like that. Chew the meat or eat the meat, whatever, spit out the bones. I gotta go back and watch now. But I heard that expression before. Chew the meat, spit out the bones. Y'all gotta learn how to do that. Stop making everything about you personally. You aren't that important in the grand scheme of things. But I don't know why y'all think y'all are. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that's my take. Y'all remember on your way out the door, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Hit the CASHAPP. Hit the Bitcoin. I appreciate any amount you send. And, stay tuned. Support your boy, the People's Podcast. I am your host of the People's Podcast, B-Ben Israel, the champ. And I'm signing off. Holla at your boy.